Welcome back. The marathon wage negotiations between government and private sector, or public sector unions rather, have been thrown into disarray just as an agreement looked imminent. Last Friday, COSATU unions, which represent the majority of the country's 1.2 million civil servants, had secured a mandate from their members to accept government's latest offer of a 7% wage increase. But the Independent Labour Caucus, which is a grouping of 8 public sector unions not affiliated to COSATU, threw a spanner in the works. It unexpectedly rejected the offer and the entire package put on the table by the state.
Friday was D-Day for public sector wage talks, which began 7 months ago. COSATU unions went in with the mandate to accept government's offer of 7%, but they'd been told by their members to make a last-minute push on medical aid and housing before signing the agreement. However, suddenly, the Independent Labour Caucus, which had until then been united with COSATU on pushing for a common goal, announced that it was not happy with the government's offer and was rejecting it wholeheartedly.
We have made that clear to the conciliator that we are not going to accept anything below our initial demand of 10% or something close to 10%, not the 7%. The second issue relates to the medical aid. The fair that to medical aid, we're talking to the equalization, that the government still insists on giving inflation-related medical aid inflated inflation increase on GEMS and nothing for the other schemes, which we believe is completely unfair because some of our members still belongs to those schemes that are providing a better service than GEMS.
It was decided that the talks would be adjourned for the last time until this Wednesday. COSATU unions are expected to sign on Wednesday, but the Independent Labour Caucus is adamant it will not sign.
It appeared we are on the same course, but what is disturbing is that they are preparing to sign whatever on Wednesday. So whatever comes out of this, whether good or bad, they already given that indication, which we are not interested in signing for anything which does not benefit our members.
In terms of the country's labour laws, if an agreement is signed by those representing the majority of the workforce, it is implemented for all workers, including the minority which did not agree to it. But the Independent Labour Caucus is threatening to go on strike to push for its demands even after the agreement is signed by the COSATU unions.
To some extent, yes, the law may say the majority have signed, to some extent, but nothing prevents us from forcing the employer to listen to our demands. And the only thing to do that, whether lawful or unlawful, is through a strike.
It now remains to be seen if government and COSATU unions will go ahead and sign the agreement on Wednesday, or the talks will be extended further to try and convince the Independent Labour Caucus to also come into the fold. Bongini Mutua, SABC News, Johannesburg.